It's been a rough year homesteading.
Pretty unfortunate news today. Why does the state have this law?
Oh, this is not going to be for YouTube.
Oh no?
No, this is about us quitting on this thing.
I've got nothing but love and respect for these people, but come along with me so you can learn from their mistakes. I get it. It's a beautiful and attractive lifestyle. Getting to live in harmony with nature, getting closer to animals, and enjoy the labor of your own work comes with a certain level of freedom. And the best part of all is sharing it with your family. I get it. Your own food, your own life, getting to choose your way. Nothing could be more appealing. But the biggest mistake people make is not realizing how hard it is and how much sacrifice it takes. Stupid hose. Of course, there's the hours and hours of shoveling and having to clean up after animals. Maybe it all comes down to asking yourself this one question.
So what are we looking for?
That's the biggest mistake you can make, is not answering that question before you start. What are you looking for? Is it for a simpler life? Is it for something different? Just so you make sure you're not selling yourself on the fallacy that simple is easier.
Laura Ingalls Wilder's books were my favorite series to read when I was 6 years old. How she described life on the homestead, it had such a powerful influence over me, and it made me want to have that life.
And be careful not to sell yourself on Fantasyland. This is not a children's novel. This is your life.
The Little House series is based on Laura's life, but it is considered historical fiction because some things are embellished and some things are taken out completely.
Everybody thinks they're going to come live off the land, which can add more stress when you find out it's not what it was portrayed to be. You can just drive 9 miles on a maintained road west to Safeway. So often it's people that they don't really desire what's here, if that makes sense. They desire some mythical ideal related to it. But that's not what's actually here.
If you don't have a vision of what you're looking for, you could end up sorely disappointed, because a homestead takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. Like these cute little baby ducklings that we got on April 23rd of last year. They're definitely vigorous. Like anything on a homestead, it's an investment in time and money. Ducks are our primary choice for meat and eggs. We love that they are weather resistant, disease resistant, and they just thrive here in Oregon. They're also pretty darn cute.
You're so happy.
These particular ducks are multi-purpose ducks, which means they're made for eggs and meat.
Ducks are another good beginner livestock. They grow more meat, they do it off of less, you're going to get more eggs throughout the year than you would from chickens. There are so many reasons to upgrade from chickens to ducks, if you don't mind that they're messy animals.
It takes a lot of work to turn this into this.
Butchering them is a nightmare. Pulling off those little feathers is like, ooh, I will never butcher another duck myself. It's hard for me to kill a duck. I get in a really bad mood.
Harvesting your own food takes a lot of work. And if it's not possible for you to kill an animal that you raised from when it was born and then put it in the freezer and eventually eat that, then don't start down this path. So those are some of the practical mistakes that you can make. But if you're not careful, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make can actually land you in some legal hot water.
So to catch you guys up, about a month ago, we got here on the property. So we got this cabin shell behind us to just have a structure to put on the property and build it out into our tiny home.
What a smart idea, right? They could get a shell, they could start getting a building. Up to this point, they had been living in a van. It's just a great way to expedite the process.
So before purchasing this structure and before even buying this land, we did our research into where we were buying.
Doing your own research is great, and I am a huge proponent of that. But you cannot solely rely on research that you do on the internet, and especially your own interpretation of the codes.
That unless you're in this one list of municipalities, if you're not one of those, then you're good.
Then you're good.
County told us, website told us, you're good to go.
Oh, we definitely did our research before coming to this property and knew the Tennessee codes, or thought we knew the Tennessee codes.
The best thing to do is to go in person and talk to the decision maker. Go introduce yourself, especially in small counties. This will be one person. Go say hi. Go tell them what you want to do. Get verbal confirmation and permission that it is doable on that piece of land that you're looking at. And then I know you know this, but get it in writing. That is vital. If you're having a hard time with this, or maybe you're out of the area, then you can contact someone and get a land use planner. They are experts in the code, often former government employees who know the code in and out, and they can help negotiate. They will know the people in that market as well, and they can help you with that. If you are looking to buy or sell a homestead, farm, or ranch, click the link below to book a discovery call to see how my partners or myself can help you out. Link is in the comment section. Perhaps my greatest value as a real estate professional is my network in my local area, and we can get you access to the people who are making those decisions so that you can get it done correctly the first time.
I want to say this about the farm. It's the life of us, and it's the death of us.
This is a classic homesteader move, to take on too much and get overwhelmed. You've got to remember, when starting a homestead, your labor is you and maybe your family.
I've been off chores 3 days. Thank God for these kids. I think I'm well enough to at least get on Sally and just check up on things.
It's important to start small and gradually expand your homestead as you gain experience and confidence.
I had an onset of this pain long before it crippled me, and I don't know when to push through pain and when not to. Obviously, I crossed that line and took it too far.
Homesteading can be physically and mentally demanding, so it's vital to take care of yourself. Make time for relaxation, hobbies, and spending quality time with your loved ones.
Where so you go?
Is it terrible? Oh wow.
Are you okay?
It's so hot.
It's so hot.
This is wood fire.
It's so good.
As a homesteader, you strive to be self-reliant and reduce your dependency on external resources, but you simply can't do it alone.
I would say ease into it. Move to the community first. Make friends. Learn skills. Find out who the old-timers are.
Consider joining local homesteading groups or attending workshops to connect with like-minded individuals and learn from their experiences. Building a strong network can help you overcome challenges.
You can take all the advice you want from someone living in a different state, but when it comes down to it, someone who's right in your local area really will have the best knowledge. So I learned a ton from those.
A vital aspect of homesteading that rarely is talked about is community. Homesteaders often come together to share knowledge, resources, and support.
Trust me, these communities are a lot of fun to hang out with too. So what is your story? And what are you looking for? You don't have to know 100% right now where you're going to start, but it's important for you to know that you're not stuck, even though it may feel like it. If you're looking to spend more time getting back to nature, then it's time for you to make a list of your dreams and your wishes. There are a lot of mistakes you're going to make along the way, but don't let that keep you from getting started.
It's a whole bunch of different skill sets that you don't even think. You think, oh, I can put some rock down, level it out. You know, an hour later, you're like, oh, I really screwed this area up pretty good. You know?
Ask yourself what you're looking for. It doesn't have to be perfect, and be sure to learn from others.
If you've been dreaming of finding some land and starting your own little homestead, there are many pitfalls and traps you can fall into. The great news is, I've made a video about the biggest mistakes people make when buying land. It's chock full of information. You should watch that video next.